What's going on, y'all? Back again in the bathtub, aka the milk throne, because the shower was not cooperating today and it's late, so I can't go outside and record a video. I just have 5 quick topics I want to go over because I know y'all are dying for more, and these are questions that I've been asked, so you guys are doing your part, and I can respect that. Oh, that's thick. First one is sleeping on the floor. I think I started sleeping on the floor a month into this diet, and it's worth it, you know? I think the biggest thing that I get out of it is that when I would sleep in a bed, I constantly would have mornings where I just refused to leave my bed, you know? Like I'd spend maybe 30 minutes just chilling on my phone, just, enjoying the warmth and comfort. But now, like, granted, I still sleep on like a folded blanket just so I'm like off the ground a little bit, so like I'm insulated. That doesn't happen. I also don't have any problems with like my back getting more tweaked by sleeping, just because when you're sleeping on a hard surface as opposed to a mattress, you're relying more on like your skeletal structure as opposed to your musculature in terms of like the way that you're laying down, and that puts a lot less stress on your body despite the way that you feel it. Like sometimes, like I know a lot of people like to sleep on their back when they're sleeping on the ground or like any hard surface. I can't do that because when I was like 9, I saw the alien abduction scene from Fire in the Sky on TV, and that fucked me up for like a while. And from that point, I was like, yeah, aliens can't abduct me if I'm not sleeping on my back, because whenever someone gets abducted, they're sleeping on their back and then they float up. So, power move on my part. Young John was playing like 6D chess compared to my 5D chess now. A nice little segue into this is EMF. When you're sleeping on a mattress, you're also basically sleeping on like a giant conductor of EMF, like radiation, and that's just gonna... EMF is one of those things where like on its own, like it's not doing like a big thing, but it fucks up a lot of small things. And like the way that people are now, you're constantly in like an EMF field, so that's fucking with shit. So anything that you can do to like reduce the amount of EMF you're getting, like the biggest thing I do is like, if I have my phone, it's not in a pocket, I'm holding it because I want that stuff away from my junk. Plain and simple. If you use your phone as an alarm, keep it further away from you as you sleep. Get away from like smart meters, routers, any of that stuff. You want space between it and you, It's one of those things that like you're not going to feel it like immediately, but over the years the problems are just slowly going to like form cracks in the foundation of your good health. So it's something important, something that I might do like a really concise video on in the future, just like have that be a single topic, because EMF is some tinfoil hat shit, but like I genuinely feel like it is a problem, and don't even fucking get me started on the 5G kill grid that they're trying to fucking put up. A nice segue from EMF, you could see the effort I'm putting into this shit now, is grounding via being barefoot. Anytime you have the opportunity to walk on grass or just like go outside, take the shoes off, man. Like, you're gonna strengthen your feet. There's fucking 33 bones in this shit. And when they're in a shoe, they're not getting used. Just thicken up the skin, go for walks barefoot, chill, and just like, go back to the good old days. Like I think it might have been like a Frank Fufano video, but he quoted some like Native American thing where when like an elder was in a hut and a like Native who was like getting westernized came in with shoes, and she said, take those off, you'll get sick. Grounding has a fuck ton of benefits, such as, but not limited to, reducing cortisol, reducing inflammation, and just helping with chronic pain. And anything that helps you feel more connected to Mother Nature, in my book, is a pretty big fucking plus. So that's that. Fruit is my next topic. So yeah, anyone who's been following me on Instagram kind of knows I'm the CEO of Fuck Water Gang. And what that's about is you gotta use either fruit, milk, eggs, or like just getting your water from food to get your hydration. And when it comes to fruit, like everybody has their own preferences. One of my future goals for this channel is to get like a pretty conclusive type of map going that shows which fruits would have been available in like which areas of the globe, so you can go based off of like your like heritage, like what fruits would have been like better, like which fruits your ancestors would have experienced and ate, so they probably would have had like better digestive adaptations to dealing with them. Another thing I like to take into consideration with fruits is whether or not you're eating the skin. So some of my big fruits, pineapple, watermelon, like any type of like melon or cantaloupe. The big thing I like about those is that you don't eat the skin, and I like to imagine that's where like a higher concentration of pesticides and whatnot is on, just because, you know, that's on the outside. Whereas like, you know, an apple, a pear, a plum, all grapes, you know, anything like that, like the entire edible part is exposed to the world. So it's probably getting like just coated in shit that you don't really want to be eating. But like the stuff that has like the skin that you're not necessarily eating, you know, it has the benefit of kind of blocking out all that crap. And yeah, last one is just problems with the regular carnivore diet. I mean, if it's working great for you, fuck yeah, dude. You're taking the first step to getting your health back in your own hands, and like, hats off to you. But at the same time, be aware that like when you're cooking shit and like you're looking like you forgot it on the fucking grill and it's charred as fuck, that charring is carcinogenic as fuck. All right? And if you're just eating muscle meat and not like doing organs, eggs, raw milk, like raw butter, all that stuff that has like that fucking deep nutrition to create robust individuals, then you're missing out on so much. Like, I don't know how Sean Baker does it. Like, nobody in history was just surviving off of fucking cooked muscle meat. That's ludicrous. That's as like, to me, that's as stupid as like a fruitarian living above like the 54th parallel, you know? Like, come on. Yeah, so that's everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can rant about in like the last few minutes, but you see, I got all this milk. I gotta drink it now. So, I think that's it. Any questions, just leave them on the comments here. DM me on Instagram. I have a really bad habit of just answering questions people DM me on Instagram, so I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have to do a video. But, you know, I'm just like going through all like my old messages and seeing questions people ask me, and now I'm like, you know, giving them their attention and just putting them out there so that I can reach more people with my way of thinking, my way of interpreting the natural law. For anyone keeping track at home, this is the second video I recorded that was one take and on the first try. Very cool. Go me. Yeah, I think that's it. Hit me up on Instagram. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I love you all. Make sure you got to chop down the power line and plant a tree. Goodbye, everybody. I love you more than you know. Pew.